podcast. The Uncoloured came about when we were, looking at how mainstream the conversation around moving abroad, what people call Japa, started becoming, and it turns out that around the world, people are moving all over the world, but when people move, they should be moving because of their potential to earn more, to gain more, not just because of economic and social and political issues in their home country. And that's why this program, this podcast, speaks to everyone. It speaks to everyone. The mover speaks to the government, speaks to the entrepreneur, and it shows them the different dimensions. Whether you want to move because you're looking for more opportunities, or you're moving because you are fleeing from something, speaking to government about the responsibility of what must be done to make sure that we can retain our talent. And when they must move in a structured, formal way, not as migrants on the seas, but as experts that are traveling all over the world doing phenomenal things. And that's what Vesti stands for, and that's what Uncoloured and Red Lantern stands for.
This way is what Olushola Muson, co-founder and CEO Vesti and one of the executive producers of Uncoloured podcast, described the emergence of the educative program during the end of season 1 party. It was a beautiful evening on Thursday, 26 June 2025 at Sportsmania on the Island, where people from all walks of life gathered to share their experiences, joy, expectations for the upcoming episode of the Uncoloured podcast, which focuses on sharing unfiltered stories about migration and the Japa phenomenon, particularly among Africans. Uncoloured podcast is hosted by Venita Akpofure, a British-Nigerian actress and a Big Brother Naija alumni, where she brings her charisma, relatable styles to the discussions. The podcast explores various aspects of migration, including cultural shock, nostalgia for home, and the challenges faced by migrants. It continues to resonate with audiences of all ages as it reaches different social media platforms. Let's meet the guests and hear from them as they share their experiences.
Hello, my name is Precious Eniayeko, and I'm here for the Uncoloured podcast launch, final closeout season. I feel like the season has been fantastic. It has been good. The conversation has been really excellent. I learned so much. The guests, everybody on the podcast on the last season, did their absolute best. I'm looking forward to the upcoming season. I cannot wait. And I'm here, we're just here to party and have fun to just close out the last season. I'm looking forward to season 2, and I'm expecting much more deeper conversations, very insightful, very entertaining, and conversations around the Japa culture. I feel like, a lot of Nigerians are running abroad, but I feel like true wealth is in Nigeria. But we need the structure, we need the support from the government to be able to keep our talent here. We have a lot of talents that are leaving. On my team alone, just last week, we had to, say goodbye to 2 intelligent people. And I feel like if we have systems, cultures that support growth for young people in Nigeria.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Peak FX, and I'm here for the, closing season of the Uncoloured podcast. And with the Japa syndrome in Nigeria, I know that the economic situation is very harsh. And a lot of people are trying to relocate to, look for greener pastures, to move to a country where there is a better government and administration. And I would say something bad, right? Because it's good to look for greener pastures. But one thing I love about the Uncoloured podcast is that it is making quality information available to people that actually want to take that step, which is something very, very nice. I watched some of the episodes from the season, and it was amazing. There was some information that people didn't actually know about, and they brought it to our awareness. All right. And one thing I also want to tell them to do to improve the next season is to ensure that they bring more people that have been into the Japa, people that have actually gone outside Nigeria, people that have experience, that have gone and come back to really tell us what is going on there. Because I've seen some things people will say they want to go and look for greener pastures, and when they reach there, green anywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? So we need more experienced people to actually come and tell us what it is over there and how to survive and do so well. So that's what I think they can just add, and I know that with the team that they have, they are going to bring up very nice episode this coming season. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Abimbola Amusa, co-founder and CEO at Vesti. Excited to be at this party tonight.
The Uncoloured podcast is a great initiative that I think is doing well. You guys look out for season two. Season one was explosive. A lot of amazing guests. We have a lot of surprises for you for season two. Proudly powered by Vesti. The Uncoloured podcast is what you should always tune to on YouTube, Instagram, and all the streaming platforms that we have the episodes on. Keep watching.
Everyone, my name is Olushola Amusan. I am the co-founder and CEO at Vesti, and definitely one of the executive producers on the Uncoloured podcast. I'm really excited to be at the end of season party tonight, and it's really just a celebration of how far we have come. I want to say a special thank you to Vesti, special thank you to the crew from Red Lantern, special thank you especially to our guests who featured in season one, and more importantly, a big thank you to all of our subscribers and those who have watched us. You know, this is just the beginning. We never thought season one would be this explosive, but it turned out to be something that people really loved, and I love it as well. I keep it running, and in the next season, you gotta wait for some of the amazing things I think Red Lantern is cooking together, and with the support of Vesti, as we take the conversation around migration, global, and mainstream. Thank you guys. Yeah, so I'm really happy, excited about like the Uncoloured podcast. The Uncoloured came about when we were, looking at how mainstream the conversation around moving abroad, what people call Japa, started becoming, and it turns out that around the world, people are moving all over the world, but when people move, they should be moving because of their potential to earn more, to gain more, not just because of economic and social and political issues in their home country. And that's why this program, this podcast, speaks to everyone. It speaks to everyone. The mover speaks to the government, speaks to the entrepreneur, and it shows them the different dimensions. Whether you want to move because you're looking for more opportunities, or you're moving because you are fleeing from something, speaking to government about the responsibility of what must be done to make sure that we can retain our talent. And when they must move in a structured, formal way, not as migrants on the seas, but as experts that are traveling all over the world doing phenomenal things. And that's what Vesti stands for, and that's what Uncoloured and Red Lantern stands for.
Hi, good evening. My name is Moe and I am a creative. I really enjoyed the last season of the Uncoloured podcast, but I'll just say that it would be so fun to see the perspective of, the Gen X generation, because we've had millennials, we've had Gen Z. So let's see what the older generation actually think about Japa culture and, yeah. But amazing work so far. I love everything that the team is doing. Kudos to you guys.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Sheye, the Vibe King, right here at the Uncoloured podcast party, and it's super excited to be here. It's an amazing thing where we see creativity at its finest, have a celebration to it as well. I'm here to see people talk about what they enjoy about the podcast so far. The first season that has been a success, which I was a part of, and I'm looking forward to seeing how people talk about the comments, their favorite shows, their favorite topic, and all of that. Looking forward to the next season as well, which I think is going to be off the charts. It's going to be off the roof, and there's so much to look forward to on the Uncoloured podcast. So yeah, can't wait to have that. All right, one love.
Hi, my name is Dabi, and I am super excited to be here because I love the podcast. For Uncoloured, they've done something for the culture, which is speaking about especially the topic of the Japa community, and just making people speak their mind, be open about the conversation, and just have a community around young people, especially. For what I expect the community to grow. I expect them to do more. I'm looking forward to the next season and what they would do. So I'm just excited about it in general. Yeah.
All the above, and it made sense that we came together to celebrate the end of that era of season one, physically meet somebody, network with somebody, close that gap of distance that it is that every young Nigerian is going through right now. And I'm so glad that we did this. But hey, tonight is turn up, right? It's not too much talk. I got Makele David on the mic. I got Hype Man Lights. I'm expecting DJ Exclusive. I got DJ Salty. I got DJ Japa. Tonight is turn up. Let's have some fun. Coincidentally, it's the last month that represents the first half of the year. So we have a shitload of stuff to celebrate. So that's what I want us to do. Thank you very much for coming out. Make sure you meet somebody, make sure you network, make sure you dance with somebody, make sure you get somebody's number, make sure you find your future wife, make sure you find your girlfriend, make sure you find your fiancé, make sure you have so much fun. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to party! Let's go. Shit. This is Money House.
If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Mark David, and as you can see, I'm a professional basketball player. Yeah, I'm a basketball player. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a presentation for you. But before then, DJ is going to turn up music. Remember, we're here to network, we're here to connect. So, talk to somebody new. Tell somebody, if you don't know anybody, want to talk to somebody, come and meet me. I'll introduce you. Oh, okay. So the Smart's gonna give us good music. So remember to talk to somebody. Now talk to somebody. Alright! What do you say?
Would you let me know if you like cocaine?
You'll be trouble, yeah. Do you ever carry me go? Carry me go over here and I go.
All I give is my shoe, oh my Cinderella.
Alright, so I'm really a fan of immigration, not really Japa, because immigration is like empowering youth to like go global, to expand in every area, in their area of field. But Japa, I'm not really a fan of Japa. So when people talk about Japa, I'm not buying the idea of Japa, because Japa is like running away from responsibility. I feel Japa is like running away from responsibilities, which is not supposed to be so. But immigration is like you moving out of the country to like gain new skills, to gain new knowledge, to expand, to develop yourself in every area, then come back to like fix stuffs, not like really Japa. Like the word Japa, I don't really buy the word Japa, because people just want to live.
But I have to ask, I mean, you're speaking with so much conviction. How did you know you were that person?
It wasn't like this for me. I used to be a fool. I spent 12 years in the university studying a 4-year course. 12 years. At the end of 12 years, I got a bachelor's degree, and it was a podcast. It was a miracle. Have you met confident ignorance before?
Yes, I have.
But you don't know anything or you're not aware. So you carry your ignorance with a lot of class and swag.
Okay.
But you're a fool all the same. That's why I was. Right? I was social, I was known, I had money, I dressed well.
You're popular.
Popular.
Okay.
You know, and I've tasted everything from chewing gum to cocaine. I was in the cult, I had a gun. I lived a very serious life. By the time I was in my 400 level, supposed to be final year, I had 52 courses I was here to pass. After a while, I used to salivate uncontrollably. Like, I would drool, I wouldn't even know. Somebody has to tell me, hey, get yourself together. I never smoked cigarette in my life. I never drank alcohol. Not because I didn't want to, or friends were not doing it. It was too weak for the turmoil going on in my head. So I was doing marijuana and alcohol. one thing I'm proud of, that was my situation. Clearly, I wasn't smart. If I was, I shouldn't waste all my time like that. But I gave my life to Christ. I gave my life to Christ in my bedroom, what really happened in church, my bedroom. In that moment, the prayer that I prayed was, God, I just want peace. And I said, God, if you are here, I need help. And I prayed, God, a peace came over me, and that was it. From that moment, I think something happened to my brain. In that moment, I think something was restored, and it was restored better. And I journeyed from there to where I am now, creating all that I've created. So that's how I found myself here. God help me.